Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Colorado Rockies rebuild franchise here on MLB The Show 24. In the last episode, we concluded April, which was not a good month for Colorado. We went 6-20, and we're currently on a 5-game losing streak entering this episode. And earlier on in April, we actually went on a 13-game skid before finally winning here against the Marlins. And now we're set here in May, and we're going to try and win more than 6 games this month. We're going to open here against the Washington Nationals, who were actually the worst team in the NL last season, but now through 31 games, actually a game over 500. So to start, we're just going to simulate this first game here against Washington. We'll actually do a quick manage, and try to get in the win column here to start. A very rough season so far. We're 11-22, and our bullpen has not been good. Our starting pitching hasn't been bad, actually, although a little inconsistent. So C.J. Abrams starts us off here with a single, strikeout, 2 strikeouts, and then single. So runs on first and second here for Stone Garrett as he draws a walk. Now bases loaded here in the first. Keibert Ruiz up, and he gets a RBI, two RBI double, but then the third run coming around, thrown out at the plate. So already a 2-0 lead here for Washington, just what we needed. Single there for Tovar. And then we get out of the inning now. Lane Thomas to lead it off. And a 1-2-3 inning there for Flaherty. Already 4 strikeouts in the game. And again, Gore sets us down in order. As back-to-back walks issued. John Birdie on second. Meneses on first. Rosario strikes out. And then Garrett pops out. Now Montero draws a walk. And a 2-run home run from Brendan Rodgers. His first of the season to tie it up here. A single from Pete Alonso. 2 outs. As Nolan Jones flies out. Now the top of the 4th, and Flaherty gets a much-needed 1-2-3 inning with a strikeout. Leadoff single from Santander, and McMahon gets one as well. Now Danny Jansen up. He's really struggled so far to start. A strikeout there, and now here's Elehuris Montero, who also strikes out. So runners on first and second, no outs, and then 3 strikeouts in a row for the Rockies. Dylan Cruz lines out there to lead off the inning, and a 1-2-3 there from Flaherty. Now bottom of the 5th. Rodgers will lead us off after tying it up, a 2-run home run back in the 3rd, and he gets a leadoff single here. Tovar strikes out, and Alonso a double as Rodgers is thrown out at the plate. Now Alonso on second, 2 away, Nolan Jones up as he gets the RBI single, and the Rockies take the lead. Santander flies out in the top of the 6th, and Colorado up 3-2 now. Strikeout, ground out, strikeout, and Flaherty racking up the Ks here in this game. McMahon a leadoff single, as Steven Strasburg is brought in out of the bullpen. A strikeout there to open, a pop out, and then a fielder's choice. Now the top of the 7th, and we will leave Flaherty out there for now, has really come on strong as this game's gone on, although issues the walk, and now Emmanuel Rivera. Fielder's choice, Dylan Cruz, a strikeout. So 7 strong innings from Flaherty after a bad start, allowed 2 in the first, but has really hunkered down here. Now Rodgers back up 2 for 3 with a home run as he grounds out. So Strasburg, another 1-2-3. He comes on and retires the first 6 batters he faces. So Flaherty's still out there. Stamina, the energy bar is still pretty good. So we'll see how he does here in the 8th. A strikeout, a ground out, and a pop-up. So a 1-2-3 inning there from Flaherty. Strasburg still on the mound as Jones a leadoff single. Santander strikes out. Ryan McMahon draws a walk. So runners on first and second, 1 away for Danny Jansen. And he gets a single. So now bases loaded. A chance for Colorado to break it open as Montero, a fielder's choice. So here's Brenton Doyle. We're going to get a pinch hitter here. I think we'll go to Chris Bryant. Look at his numbers. 421 on the season and 57 at-bats. OPS just under 1,000. So Chris Bryant comes on and he strikes out. And we straighten the bases loaded. So we do want to get, I think, better fielding out there in center. I don't know if we even have any options. So I don't know if we'll leave Flaherty in or we should go to our closer, Justin Lawrence. 5 out of 7 so far, ERA just under 5. But he is progressing quite nicely, so we will give him a shot here to close it out. Eddie Rosario on to lead it off, a strikeout. Now Stone Garrett also strikes out, so 2 away down to their last out as Lawrence gets the ground out. So good fight here as Flaherty, the player of the game. 3 hits allowed, 4 walks, but 12 strikeouts and 8 tremendous innings, maybe the best start of his Colorado tenure thus far. But now we are going to dip into the minors for the first time this season, and we're going to get a look at Michael Yamashita, our 3rd overall pick in last year's draft, currently the number 27 prospect in all of baseball, 18-year-old right-handed starting pitcher. And through 5 starts, he's 1-2, 3.34 ERA, a whip at 1.14. 4 quality starts and already a complete game shutout in his first 5 starts. WAR at 0.7. He has a 5-pitch mix with a 4-seam, changeup, sinker, slider, curveball. I really like that repertoire. Walks per 9, very good. Home runs per 9 will be a good trait, but the home run hits and strikeouts definitely need to go up along with clutch and control. But already tremendous break. His signature pitch is the curveball, 90 break, 68 velocity. So we'll get our first look here at Michael Yamashita and see how he performs here against the Reading Phillies. And now we're going to play some baseball. We're here with the Hartford Yard Goats against the Reading Fightin' Phils, as Michael Yamashita will take the mound for the 6th time in his career thus far. Starting out in Double-A, we're hoping he can crack the big leagues in maybe 2 or 3 seasons, but we're not really going to force him up. We're not going to rush things. We'll give him some time to develop, and we'll be patient. Like I said before, the 3rd overall pick from the 2024 MLB Draft, and we'll see how he does here. So we start with a 2-0 lead, and here's our first look at Michael Yamashita in this series. Starts him off the inside fastball. It's popped up to left field, and we do get the out. So 1 pitch, 1 away here for Yamashita, and that's how you draw it up. And look at this guy. I'm not sure. C. Martin entering on a 20-game hitting streak. I think that goes back to last season, if I'm not mistaken. First pitch inside. That's Casey Martin. Now the 1-0 from Yamashita. Sinker misses low. Now the 2-0. And a high strike, swing and a miss. That fastball at 93 miles per hour. Now a 2-1 count here to Casey Martin. As he dribbles that to third base. Bernabell, I believe, over there. And the throw goes in the dirt. So the runner reaches. And that's going to be an E6. Tough break there for Yamashita. And already a runner on base. We're going to check the runner. Good speed there. 78 speed there from Casey Martin. Let's see if we can maybe get a double play ball here with a sinker. First pitch here to Hall. And I'm not sure where that missed. So if that's any indication, we might have a long day here with the umpire. Now the 1-0. That's just off. And now a 2-0 count. 2-0 count here to Hall like we did with Martin, as Hall chases that sinker and fouls it off. Now the 2-1. Go with the slider for the first time. The bottom fell out of that one. And a bad swing there from Hall. Now 2-2. Let's try and get a double play or even a strikeout here. That's grounded to third again. Bernabell to second. And to first, and Yamashita induces the double play. 5-4-3 around the horn. And we're through 1 inning now. Yard Goats up 2-0. Good response there from Yamashita after the error. And now Elko will lead off the 2nd inning. Just 10 pitches in that first frame from Yamashita. Hoping one day he can be the ace of our pitching staff. First pitch to Elko gets in for a strike. And now the 1-0. High fastball. Right down Broadway, a little higher though. Now an 0-2. Let's see if we get a strikeout. I'm going to go with the curveball here for the first time. Yamashita's best pitch. And just to waste that time. Good eye from Elko, not offering at that one. Now we'll try the front door. And that one hung up there in the zone, but flown out there to center field as the catch is made. 1 away here in the 2nd. Not a good placement there from Yamashita, but we live to tell the tale. Now Neslony up for the Fightin' Phils, the Double-A affiliate of the Philadelphia Phillies. Sinker gets in there for a strike. Good placement there at the bottom of the zone. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, high fastball. And Yamashita cruising so far in the early goings. Now the 0-2. And we go with the curveball, and that gets Neslony chasing. First strikeout for Yamashita. And now 2 away here in the 2nd. And here's Johnson batting .395 so far. Great start from him. First pitch from Yamashita. That's flown out there to shortstop. As 6 up, 6 down for Yamashita. The error, though, deletes the perfect game thus far. 3-4-5 coming up for the Yard Goats. Each of them 1 for 1. And Conine there hit a solo home run. So now up 3-0. And now here's Osberg for the Fightin' Phils to lead us off here in the third, bottom of the third, excuse me. First pitch there, high fastball. And that was not really offered at, but a strike nonetheless. Now the 0-1. Goes slider. Wow, they called that a strike. That was super low. And this umpire is making a lot of questionable calls here today. That one to our benefit, though. Now the 0-2. A changeup there at the bottom of the zone, fouled off. We'll do it again. Then we'll go back to the curveball off the plate. And that one too high. Lost track of that one a little bit. Now the 1-2. Slider in the dirt. Good eye from Osberg. Now evened up 2-2. Go with the high fastball here. And good eye there from Osberg to battle back. And it's now a full count. I think we'll try the changeup here. And that's grounded in, or I thought it was a ground ball, lined into center for a base hit. The first base hit allowed by Yamashita as Osberg gets on the board here for Philly. The 0-1 from Yamashita, and that's off the plate. Now the 1-1. Go with the slider, and that misses outside. Now the 2-1. See if we can get another double play ball here. Fastball gets in there. Good location at the bottom of the zone. You don't want to swing at that one if you're the batter. Now the 2-2. And a swing and a miss on the changeup. Sang thinking fastball, but not the case. Another strikeout for Yamashita. And now one away here in the third. Here's Reyes. As he lines that to center. Right to the center fielder. Another out here. And two away down the bottom of the third. Now Durbin back up. The leadoff man just batting 178. As he flew out in his first at-bat. Good pitch there from Yamashita. Really hitting the spots there at the bottom of the zone. Now the 0-1 will go right back to it as that one a little more inside. And now a 1-1 count. Two away here in the bottom of the third. Yard Goats up 3-0. A swing and a miss there from Durbin. See if we can get a strikeout to get out of this one. I'm back to the fastball, and that's a backwards K for Yamashita. Through 3 innings here, Yard Goats up 3-0. Yamashita looking very good on the bump. Now to start the fourth, here's Martin again. Reached on an error in the first, a throwing error from Bernabel at third base. And the first pitch sinker skips in the dirt. And now a 1-0 here to Martin. Fastball gets in there, a good spot on the inside part of the plate. I think we'll try and locate that spot again. That's fouled off. Now a 1-2 count. I think we're going to go with a little backdoor slider action here. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider. And that's exactly what you want from that pitch. Nasty stuff. And I think, 4 or 5 strikeouts now for Yamashita as Hall comes up to the plate. Grounded into a double play to end the first inning after Martin reached on an error. First pitch strike from Yamashita. Now an 0-1 here to Derek Hall. Sinker just misses outside. And we're evened up 1-1. Fastball just misses low. And now a 2-1. This umpire showing a little more consistency, I guess, as the game's gone on. As that fastball way too high, now a 3-1. And they're going to call that a ball. I take back my statement. Disregard. The umpire has not been more consistent. That one all over there. That didn't even miss one bit. Totally on the plate, but a ball. And now runner on first with one away here in the bottom of the fourth. Yamashita going to go for another double play ball, hopefully. Slider sent out there to center for another base hit. And now runners on first and second here for the Fightin' Phils. One away in the bottom of the fourth. And now here's Neslony. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was the first strikeout victim for Yamashita. First pitch sinker misses low. We're going to go right back to it, try and get a ground ball here. That one in for a strike, now 1-1. Fastball held over the middle part of the plate as that was ripped foul. I'm not exactly sure where that ended up, but you don't like that location. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss on the low changeup. And now 2 away here. Good pitch there from Yamashita. Good pitch sequence. And here comes Johnson 0 for 1 with a pop out. The 50th pitch. The one prior here from Yamashita getting the strikeout. He starts Johnson out with a high ball. And now a 1-0 count. Another high fastball misses. Now 2-0. Go with the sinker that time, and that misses low. So a quick 3-0 count here. Eric Osberg on deck. And that one, Johnson looking at all the way, a fastball right down the plate. Now 3-1. And that one misses, so 2 walks issued here from Yamashita in the inning. Bases loaded now. 2 away. Let's see what Osberg can do. Recorded the first hit in this game for the Phillies. First pitch here, as that's fouled off. Now the 0-1. And that gets in there for a strike, so an advantageous situation here for Yamashita. 0-2 to Osberg. Go back to the high fastball as that one's fouled off. And we'll do the 0-2 again. I think this time the low changeup away. And a good good eye there from Osberg. Thought that might be one he would offer at. Now go back eye level here with the fastball. And swing and a miss by Osberg. Yamashita gets out of a jam. Really the first adversity he's faced in this game. And he gets the strikeout. Yard Goats still up 3-0 heading into the 5th. And now here's Marcus Lee Sang for the second time. 0 for 1 as Yamashita set here in the 5th. First pitch ball misses. And now 1-0. Yamashita does have pretty good stamina, so he should be able to work into the 6th, maybe the 7th, depending on the pitch count. But still, no runs allowed, and he's still been very good most of the way here today. 1-1 fouled off there from Sang. And another strikeout situation from Yamashita. Wrote the curveball off the plate on the 1-2. As Sang just barely gets a piece of that one. And like we've been doing, I think we'll go back with the eye-level fastball inside. And that one over the plate as that's hammered into the gap. Although the left fielder gets it. It's kind of hard to tell the trajectory from these angles. But Decalotti gets there for the out. Now 1 away here in the 5th. And that'll bring up Reyes. First pitch here from Yamashita. 65 pitches. And number 66 now misses away. So his command kind of fallen off a little bit as we've gone on. I feel like a lot of first pitch balls. And now the fastball fouled off and evened up 1-1. Now the 1-1 here to Reyes as that misses high. 2-1 count now. And that one fouled off. Now the 2-2, I think we'll go with the front door slider. Mix that one in there a little bit. And that doesn't locate where we wanted. Now a full count here. Yamashita at risk of walking the third batter in the last 2 innings. Go back to the fastball, and that's fouled off. And the Fightin' Phil is doing a better job of making us work here. Another payoff pitch from Yamashita. And late on that one, but gets a piece fouled off. And we'll do it again. Ripken Reyes really battling in this at-bat. Go back to the fastball, and that misses high as Reyes on board with a walk. 3 walks now for Yamashita. I think more walks than hits allowed. Now a run on first, 1 away here in the 5th. Perfect double play spot. Swing and a miss from Durbin. Now 0-1. Go right back to the sinker as he sends that to right field in for a base hit. Just drops in front of the right fielder. And they're going to send Ripken Reyes to third. And the throw is offline. And now runners on the corners, 1 away here. Poor defensive showing that time. Now the Phillies threatening again here in the 5th like they were in the 4th. And you got to have a little more urgency there at right field. You just let it hop in front of you, and then you can't really even play it cleanly, allowing Ripken to get to third base. And now an 0-2 count, a nice changeup there. Martin was not ready for that. And again, Casey Martin sporting a 20-game hitting streak coming into this one. Now the 0-2. Fastball fouled off. We'll do it again. And swinging a miss. Got him in on the hands on the changeup, and a bad chase there from Martin. Another strikeout for Yamashita. And we'll see if we can strand another runner in scoring position. Now Derek Hall up as he sends that to center. And that does drop in for a base hit. Phillies on the board as Derek Hall, an RBI single. Runners now on first and second, 2 away in the inning. That's now a 10-game hitting streak for Derek Hall, the tying run on base. Slider fouled off there by Elko, now an 0-1. Pitch from Yamashita. Fastball right down the plate fouled off. And now 1 strike away from getting out of this one. There's a high fastball, and that's popped up to first. Should be an easy play there for Goodman as he makes the play. Now 3-1. I wonder if they're going to send us out there for the 6th inning. And it looks like we will start here. Neslony leading it off. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 0 for 8 in this series. Yamashita starting the 6th at 83 pitches. 3-1 Yard Goats. As a first pitch slider inside fouled off. Now the 0-1. And that's ripped into right field. And we do make the play. I wasn't sure. Like I said, it's kind of hard to read the trajectory. But that's Keibert Rodriguez making the play out there and right. Now here's Johnson 0 for 1 with a walk in his last plate appearance. Yamashita now at 85 pitches. That sinker misses low. And now a 1-0 count here to Bryce Johnson. Fastball gets in there on the outside part of the plate. And now a 1-1 count. I can't imagine they let us go into the 7th, but we'll see. High fastball fouled off. And now a 1-2. Change up way off the plate. And we're going to go with the front door curveball here. Hopefully this doesn't hang over the middle part of the plate. As it does get in the dirt. Swing and a miss by Johnson chasing. And we do get the out at first. So a strikeout. Another strikeout for Yamashita. As he's starting to rack him up now. 2 away here in the 6th. And the pitcher is getting tired. So, like I said, I don't imagine they'll bring us out for the 7th. Swing and a miss by Osberg. Now an 0-1 from Yamashita. Now over 90 pitches. Fastball misses up, but clearly in the zone. Another missed call from the umpire. Now 1-1. Change up. Grounded there to short. And that'll do it here in the 6th inning. 6 good innings of work from Yamashita as the Yard Goats lead 3-1. And they will go to the bullpen here to start the 7th inning. Regan Todd, 7 2/3 of scoreless baseball. And no hits allowed versus righties. And lefties hitting .077 against him. So look at those averages. That's absolutely absurd. Maybe only allowed a couple hits so far in this season. Martin actually did extend his hitting streak to 21 games as the Phillies fought back, but we still hang on here to win 3-2 as Michael Yamashita, another win. And based on this performance, he's probably not far away from cracking AAA. Now, 2-2 on the year. 15 hits here for the Yard Goats, but only 3 runs to show for it. And you'd like to get more runs across if you're getting 15 hits on the board. But our first look at Yamashita, and as we go on in these episodes, we'll take a look at some other top pitching prospects we brought in last year's draft, including Juan Ayala and Herb Lopez. But that'll do it here from All-American Park, and a tremendous showing here from Michael Yamashita. And the future looks bright for him, and we might have an ace here in our 3rd overall pick from last year's draft. So 4 hits allowed, 3 walks, and 6 innings of work, 8 strikeouts there from Yamashita as he gets the win. But now we'll come back to the MLB, come back to the show. As we did start May with a win, we'll try to make it back-to-back here. German Marquez on the bump against Jackson Rutledge, and we'll just simulate this one as we do win 7-4. So we start the month of May with back-to-back wins. Ryan McMahon a home run, Pete Alonso and Doyle doubles, Chris Bryant 2 for 4, Alonso 2 for 5, and Doyle 3 for 4 in this one. Like to see him coming around a little bit with the bat. Marquez 7 innings of work, 3 earned, and he gets the win. Lucas Sims a scoreless inning, and another save for Justin Lawrence. And now we will keep moving it along here. I'm not sure how far we're going to get in this episode. Obviously, we had that player lock game with Yamashita. We'll probably do a key moment and then maybe jump into another player lock game. But I'm going to try and sim the majority of May here. Now we have Max Fried going for the sweep against Washington. Chase McDermott on the bump for the Nationals. As we do win 6-3, so we start May with a sweep. John Birdie 2 for 4 with a double and a triple. And Rogers another home run. 2 in this series. Santander a home run. We really need him to get going as he went 2 for 3 with a double and a homer. McMahon 2 for 4. He's batting .335 on the season, a double. And Jones also a double in this game. Pitching, Max Fried 6 1/3. He gets the win now 4-1, but 10 hits allowed and only 3 strikeouts. And then a good showing from our bullpen. 2 2/3 of scoreless work. John Curtis, Lucas Sims had 3 strikeouts in 1 inning. And Lawrence another save. So Lawrence now 8 out of 10 on the season. He recorded a save in every game of this series. And now have Cal Quantrill 0-5, a 7.79 ERA, a horrible start for him here against the Braves. And I believe the Braves do lead the NL East, which they do. The Braves are the only team over 500 in the NL East, so they're beating up on those inferior opponents. Although the Phillies, third in team rankings, 4 games under 500, so a bad start from the Phillies. And we're still not the worst team, at least. The Pirates at 7-27, the worst team in the league. The White Sox 9-26, the worst team in the AL. Now Cal Quantrill, let's see if he can get his first win and make it 4 straight for the Rockies. A key moment here. Sean Bouchard on with the bases loaded, 1 out. And I think we will just jump into this one here against one of the top teams here in the NL. Rosario on third, Santander on second, Nolan Jones on first. Sean Bouchard at the plate against Pierce Johnson. Bouchard only batting 125 on the season, and I think it's almost time we call him down and bring up Yanquiel Fernandez. See if we have a better option here. Already went to the bench a ton in this game. So we have Jansen and Montero. So if we put Montero in this situation, and Nolan Jones at first base, I don't think we've played him at first base yet in this series. So I think we will go with a pinch hitter here. Bouchard just not getting it done. Only 43 clutch. Montero, 68 clutch. So we will go with the pinch hitter. And Montero, not the best season. Last year he led in home runs and RBIs, but only 2 homers here as we're in the early part of May, and batting only .220 now. Rockies down 2 runs here. Pierce Johnson on the mound. First pitch. It's going to take me a little bit here to get used to batting. That slider, though, pretty nasty going away from the plate. Now the 0-1. And another breaking ball there. The slurve just cuts away. And we were not ready for that. A quick 0-2 count. That time ready for it, though. 1-2. Obviously, you do not want to strike out in this spot. That would all but cripple the comeback bid. And swing and a miss. The slurve hung there at the top of the plate, but we couldn't get contact on it. Johnson, a clutch strikeout, and now just 1 out away from getting out of this one. Chris Bryant up 0 for 3 in this game. And the fastball misses high, now 1-0. Slurve, good pitch there, broke onto the plate, now 1-1. Wow, they call that slurve a strike. That was just not really even on the plate. The umpires in this episode not doing a good job. Now down to the final strike here in the 8th inning. As Bryant is swinging a miss on the slider, we can't get anything going. We enter this game and back-to-back strikeouts. Braves still up 5-3 heading into the 9th. And we are going to go to the bullpen here in the 9th inning. Caleb Ferguson, ERA over 10. A very good strikeout rate, though, but righties hitting him extremely well. His 11th game of the season. Hoping he can hunker it down here. Not a good... all our free agent signings really have not performed that great. As a leadoff single there from Kelenic. And the Braves get the leadoff man on as the batting order turns over. Now here's Michael Harris. Very good speed on first. Should have just let this game play out. The computer probably would have had a better shot at winning it for us. Now the 1-0 as the fastball gets in there. A 1-1 here to Michael Harris. And it says the Braves have grounded into 3 double plays today. Let's try and make it 4. As they do send Kelenic. And that throw way offline from Jason DeLay, I believe, who's back there. And Kelenic, the stolen base, that knocks out the double play opportunity here. 1-2 now as Harris fouls that off. Good pitch to run on for Kelenic. That curveball. Another curveball that time as Harris fouls it off. Another 1-2. We go with the fastball way up there. And now 2-2 count. Cutter misses down and in. And now the payoff pitch. As that's grounded in the hole there at left field. They're going to send Kelenic home. And the Braves add on now 6-3. 2 hits allowed from Ferguson. And he has not been good out of the bullpen for us. And that brings up Gio Urshela with Harris on first. Again, very good speed as they're going to send him. Looks like he got a good jump. And Harris a stolen base. So 2 singles, 2 stolen bases for the Braves. And they're just making us look silly now. As Urshela, a soft ground ball there to second, fielded by Rogers, throw to first as he gets the out. So 1 away here, a runner on third for the Braves, and that's going to bring up Ronald Acuna Jr., 3 for 4 in this one. We'll just keep Ferguson out there, now down 3, as Acuna Jr. softly flies that to right field. Nolan Jones a gun, though, as they're going to send Harris, and he gets in there, throw offline. So 2 runs allowed here from Ferguson on just 12 pitches, and that's not going to help the ERA. Now Matt Olson up. Curveball misses the 1-0. And a fastball misses. This umpire is just not... They have not been pleasant to us in this episode. Now the 2-0. As Olson offers at that one, chops it in the dirt. And the 2-1 here from Caleb Ferguson. Fastball misses up. And now a 3-1 count. Fastball gets in there. Now a payoff pitch. And let's just get out of the inning. I think we'll go with the 3-2 curveball. Why not? What do we got to lose? As Olson almost offered at it, but a good eye ultimately as he draws the walk. And now Austin Riley up, only batting 186 on the season. Really looking to get it going. First pitch strike from Ferguson. Now the 0-1. That's fouled off. And now the 0-2. Let's get a strikeout here. Caleb, let's get out of this. Already over 20 pitches now with this one as that curveball misses low. And a 1-2. As that's flied out here to right field, a pretty deep. But Jones going to settle underneath and makes the play. A bad inning, bad game overall. We enter with the bases loaded, back-to-back strikeouts, and then Caleb Ferguson allows 2 more. And we've really fallen apart here. 7, 8, 9 coming up for the Rockies. We need 4. Coming on is lefty Dylan Lee. ERA under 1. And look at those averages. Another low average pitcher. 133 against righties. 107 against lefties. And a pretty decent strikeout rate as well. Leading off will be Ezekiel Tovar. 1 for 3 with a triple in this game. First pitch swinging as we do get contact this time. But a soft fly out there to center. As I think that's Harris out there in center makes the play. And now 1 away on just 1 pitch. Now here's Jason DeLay, the backup catcher. 1 for 3 with a home run. His first home run of the season. Won the backup catching job in the spring over Drew Romo. First pitch swinging there. We probably should be looking at some, but we're timing him up pretty well. Just not getting good placement on the bat. Now 2 pitches, 2 away. And that'll bring up Brenton Doyle now. And we'll just lay down the bunt. A good one there from Doyle. As he's going to beat that out for a base hit. So we get a man on there with 2 outs. As the lineup turns over. Now Brendan Rodgers getting the average up a little bit. 275, 0 for 3 in this one though with a walk. 3 pitches, 2 flyouts, and a bunt single here against Dylan Lee. Now Rodgers' first pitch, we're just being aggressive. Again, good timing, but just got on top of that one. As the Braves are going to win this one, we enter and we don't really help things. We worsen things as we had a very opportune spot to tie it up, but we fall here against probably the best team in the National League to start this season. But we're going to go back to the drawing board as we drop our first game here in May, but a good start overall to the episode. Cal Quantrill now 0-6 on the season. And now after that game, we are going to go ahead and make a roster move. Sean Bouchard, he's had a very good slugging throughout his tenure with the Rockies. You know, scattered over 3 seasons last year, the most at-bats he's ever had. And he hit 10 home runs and 20 at-bats, not a bad pace, but this season just not getting it done. 4 out of 32, slugging 156, and that's kind of why he's on the team. So we're going to go ahead and send him down. He does have one more option left, but I don't know how, I don't know what his odds are moving forward. Yanquiel Fernandez, a great start to the season, +4 against contact lefties, power versus lefties, and vision at +3. Fielding going up a little bit, and his potential now up to an A as he's progressed now to a 70 last year in less than 100 at-bats, 4 homers, and his OPS at 754, very solid. And AAA, he's been doing pretty good, kind of on a cold streak here, but we'll just call him up and, I think he'll provide a little boost to the offense and to the team overall, getting some youth up there. And we'll get back to the simulating. Kyle Freeland on the mound against Jose Urquidy. Only a 1-year, $4 million deal signed with the Braves in the offseason. As we fall 6-0, only 4 hits, 2 from Fernandez. He went 2 for 3 with a double in his first game back. Freeland 5 earned in 5 2/3, and Yarbrough 3 1/3, just 1 earned. He's been solid since getting called back up. Now Jack Flaherty again, he had a very good start here to start the episode on against Chris Sale as we try to avoid the sweep. Kimbrel on for not the save. It's the bottom of the 8th. Pete Alonso on first, no outs. We'll see if we can rally here. As we do come back to win 5-4, as we walked it off here. Nolan Jones 3 for 5, 2 doubles. Pete Alonso 3 for 5, with a double. Jansen 2 for 4 with a home run. Hopefully he can get going. Chris Bryant 2 for 4. He's batting .363. And Fernandez 3 for 4. So far he's gone 5 out of 7, batting .714, providing a lot of energy to the lineup already, which is kind of what we wanted. Flaherty 3 earned in 6. Taj Bradley 2 scoreless. But Justin Lawrence, the blown save, 3 walks. Yikes, John Curtis did come on for the win, though. So we win a game there against the Braves and salvage the sweep now on against the Dodgers, who actually are a half game behind the Braves right now. So the top 2 teams in the NL back-to-back. Marquez on against Shohei Ohtani. And we fall here in LA 6-4. Rogers 2 for 5 with a double. Santander 3 for 4. He's getting going. A home run and a double. Brenton Doyle 2 for 4 now, getting the average up to over 200. Jones a home run. Marquez 6 earned in 5 2/3. So I don't know what we're going to do with Marquez. I think we might move him to the bullpen or try and trade him at some point. Taj Bradley, another good outing. 2 1/3 is scoreless work. Now Max Fried on against Tyler Glasnow. Fried 4-1, Glasnow 5-1. And we'll see who gets this one. We fall here 2-1 as Fried picks up the loss. And we were up 1-0, but couldn't muster up any more offense. Alonso 2 for 4. And we had no extra base hits in this game. Max Fried 2 earned in 6. And then Yarbrough, another good outing with 2 innings of scoreless pitching. And we have Cal Quantrill 0-6, looking to get in the win column here against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. A good season here, his second season with the Dodgers. And now Lucas Sims on in the bottom of the 8th. We're up 5-3. The bases loaded, though, here for Ramon Urias. Let's see if Sims can finagle his way out of it. And he cannot, as the Dodgers come back to win 6-5. We go up 3 there in the bottom of the 8th. Brendan Rodgers had a home run in this one. Alonso 2 for 4 with a home run. Jones 3 for 4, a double. He's now batting .278. Chris Bryant a double, still batting over 300. Jansen, Tovar, and Doyle each with hits. Doyle a triple. Pitching Quantrill 2 earned in 5, not the worst start, but he and Marquez have not really been delivering. Taj Bradley 1 earned in 2, and Lucas Sims a bad outing. He and Ferguson, 2 of our bullpen signings over the offseason, both of their ERAs over 10 still, and we got to figure out something there. Now I think we will jump into a player lock game here against the Padres. Joe Musgrove 2-3, a 7.03 ERA. I'm not sure who we're going to use, but regressing here at age 32, now in his 5th season with the Padres. Very good last year, over 200 innings for the first time in his career, but kind of falling off now. 3 more years left on the $20 million per year contract. And we haven't seen the Padres much. They've really fallen off here, 17-25. And they actually did sign Juan Soto in the offseason. He's back in San Diego, but the Dodgers leading the division. Giants, a very surprise start. They were on a 10-game winning streak, but now coming back down to earth, it seems, winning only 3 of their last 10. Most recently, Diamondbacks at 500, and the Padres just 2 games better than we are. Very surprising. We have Kyle Freeland on the mound. And I think we'll give, maybe we'll give Santander a shot here. He's seeing a lot of regression already, just 39 games into his Rockies tenure, -4, contact versus righties, -2, power versus righties, vision and discipline both down -3, but kind of scattered. He has a little progression, power versus lefties going up, fielding going up, but not a good start for him, slugging under 400, OPS at just under 700. He is coming around here, a couple home runs in recent games, a couple multi-hit, extra base hit performances. We signed him to like a $25 million deal with a three-year deal with a player option. So really want him to start stepping it up, and we'll give him a shot here. Our last player lock game, we did Pete Alonso, and we ended up going 3 for 5 with 2 home runs, I think 5 RBIs along with a double. So hopefully we can get some similar results here with Santander. And we're now here at Petco Park, ready to play some baseball. Probably our last, live looking of this episode. I think after this player lock game with Santander, we're going to try and focus on, simulating the majority of May. Drop in the comments, let me know what kind of pace you like. Do you like just kind of cruising through the seasons, or do you like more in-depth look, a more long, slow burn type pace in this franchise? I'm open to a lot of constructive criticism, any feedback, so if you've been paying attention, if you're a first-time viewer, let me know some feedback. As you see, Musgrove under 40 innings, a 7.03 ERA, and the whip over 1.4. And here's Juan Soto. We get a look at him. back in a Padres uniform, batting .252 with 6 home runs and 20 RBI. Santander manning left field here in the bottom of the first, a full count. As Soto is going to rip this one to left. Santander back to make the play. A good jump on the ball there, but the run is going to tag and score there from third. And the Padres already up 1-0. Sacrifice fly from Soto scores Tatis. And now Santander up in the top of the second, 3-0, runner on first. And we're already down 3-0 in this game. Not a good start there for Freeland. First pitch high, misses 1-0 count now to Santander. Swing and a miss on that 1-0, now 1-1. Fastball there in on the hands a little late. Good eye there, circle change just off. And now a hitter's count here, 2-1. Good eye there, fastball misses low. Now the 3-1. And a good eye there by Santander, drawing the walk on 5 pitches as we have our first 2 men on in the second inning. And now Danny Jansen will come up to bat. Another disappointing signing thus far, batting just .224, a couple home runs. But between he, Santander, and Alonso, really want them to start getting it going as Jansen is swinging a miss, and he's going to go down on strikes, 1 away now for Musgrove. And I'll bring up Ezequiel Tovar. I think he's a future Gold Glover, so if he can just continue to progress as a hitter, we'll be happy with that. An 0-2 count here, and he also goes down swinging, so kind of what we saw with the Braves game earlier when we came in. We just went down on strikes back-to-back there with the bases loaded. And now here's Brenton Doyle, no home runs, but we'll take, if he can bat over 200 there in the 9-hole, we'll take that. 1-2, and Musgrove allows the first 2 men to reach base and then strikes 3 out in a row as the bottom of our order providing little resistance, and we still trail here 3-0 going into the bottom of the second. Now we'll see Santander again. Padres still up 3-0 here in the top of the fourth, and again Nolan Jones on first base. Musgrove only 27 pitches as Santander swings and misses a fastball over the plate. A very good start thus far for Musgrove as Santander is going to rip that into left field. And it's carrying, it's going. And it's caught at the track. I thought that was going to get out of here. A tough break that time. Santander misses a home run there by just inches. Now bottom of the fifth, Fernando Tatis on the mound, at the plate as Ryan Yarbrough takes over. And Tatis going to slap a base hit here. And now the first 2 men on, number 2 hitter coming up for the Padres. And now Xander Bogaerts, the next batter here in the bottom of the fifth. Runners on first and second, a 1-1 count. That's a launch. Bogaerts into the gap, and I don't think we're catching up to that one. Doyle probably had a better chance than we did as we fire the relay throw, and that's going to score 2 more as the Padres breaking this one open. Now Santander up, missed a home run by just inches his last time up. Again, Nolan Jones there on first base, so he's reaching every at-bat thus far. Musgrove still on the mound. We look at a strike there now, an 0-1. Swinging that time as we foul off a fastball, now down 0-2. Good eye from Santander, not chasing the inside cutter. Hey, come on, we need something here. We need to at least get on base. We did walk, but it's a lot more fun when you get a hit as we fly that out into the gap. And that's going to be collected there by the center fielder. Santander now 0 for 3 or 0 for 2 with a walk, but more importantly, the Rockies still trailing as we're still looking for our first run. Now 0 for 2 is Santander. McMahon had a solo home run, but the Padres got 2 more, so the run deficit even worse. Now 8-1 as we're here leading off the top of the 9th. Nick Whitgreen on the bump. First pitch swinging from Santander, fouled off. Looking for our first hit. Again, that F7 earlier, that was a drive to the opposite field. 1-1, circle change, misses low and away. We'll skip ahead in this at-bat. A 2-2 count to Santander, battling, fouling off a few pitches. Swinging a miss there on the high cheese. And we're gonna end 0 for 3 with a strikeout and a walk with Santander as the Padres take this one 8-1, and not a good start here to this series in San Diego. Kind of surprised that we're, next to them in the standings. Would have liked to take this one, but still 2 more games of the series, and we couldn't really help Santander's efforts, but hopefully he can step it up a little bit going forward. And now, like I said, we're really going to ramp up the simulating now and probably try and get through at least the next couple weeks here. Jack Flaherty on the mound against Jay Groom. As Sims on the bump. Hasn't really performed well. Probably got to take him out of that setup role. 4-3 here. Tying run on third. J.D. Davis on. And we blow this one. Our bullpen has just, it's been awful. Lucas Sims still ERA over 10, 1 earned. Justin Lawrence an earned run. He didn't even record an out. Jack Flaherty not too bad. 3 earned and 6. John Curtis very good. Montero homered. Rosario, Rogers, and Tovar with doubles. Rosario 2 for 3. Tovar 2 for 4. And we need to fix this bullpen. I really don't know what to do. We don't have any options. Ryan Feltner, since being called down, not bad at 3.38 ERA. We wish the strikeouts per 9 were a little bit better. Jake Bird maybe, but he's probably not going to see any good results. Matt Cook maybe. I mean, he is the closer right now, and look at those numbers: 1.23 ERA, 1.09 WHIP. Chase Dollander, I think we're going to call up pretty soon and put in the rotation. I think we're going to get German Marquez out of here. So we're going to switch things up here shortly. But it's how long of a leash do you have on Ferguson? You bring him in, you're getting him $6.2 million, and he's just not performing well at all thus far. Gilbreth has been better than him. Estevez hasn't been good since signing. I guess we'll put Curtis in the setup role, but I really I don't know what to think about Sims and Estevez. Sims also, we're giving him 3.2 million. Estevez we signed for 3.3 million. So not much there on Estevez and Sims. We could probably give them a little shorter leash, but with Ferguson, we really had high hopes, but Yarborough's pitching all right, and Gilbreth is as well. What if we do this? We'll put Ferguson and Curtis there in the setup role. Maybe that'll put a little bit better results for Ferguson. And then we're just gonna keep mixing this up and see what works. We're not gonna run with this for a while. We'll just kind of go and see how long it'll last. And Lawrence, 17 out of 18 last year, but just 8 out of 11 this year. So I don't know how much longer of a leash he'll have as the closer, but I don't really know who our options are. Cal Quantrill, we're gonna try and trade, and I think Marquez. Like I said, we're gonna try and put Marquez in the bullpen, but we'd be open to trading him as well. So we'll just stick with that for now and keep on simulating. Try to avoid the sweep here against the Padres. John Curtis on. We're up by 1 again here in the 8th, so let's see if we hang on. Santander, a 2-run home run. Love to see that. As we do hang on there. So Curtis looks to be our best option out of the bullpen. Lawrence didn't allow a base runner, gets a save. Gilbreth, 1 earned in a third, still gets a hold. Marquez now 3 and 4. Rogers 2 for 5. Santander, a home run, like we said. He went 2 for 4. Danny Jansen, 2 for 4. Alonso with a double. So a good bounce back there. We avoid the sweep. And now a series here against Chicago, who actually won the World Series last season. They come in at 27-17. Max Fried, a good game here as he gets the win. We won 7-2. Like to see that. Rosario, our only extra base hit. He was 2 for 5. And Tovar there, 3 for 4 at the bottom of the lineup. Fried, 8 innings of great work, only 1 earned. Estevez an earned in 2/3, but Lawrence gets an out and an easy save there. Cal Quantrill now 0-6 against Justin Steele, who's 6-2. And we lose here 5-2. Rogers 2 for 4. Tovar 3 for 3. He's really heating up. Jason DeLay, though, only batting 138, but we really don't have any better options at catcher. McMahon 1 for 3, just barely hitting over 300 now, as he did have a triple. And Quantrill went 5 innings, 4 earned, ERA still over 7, and Bradley much better, just 1 earned in 4 innings. Now game 3 of this 4-game set, Freeland on against Shota Imanaga. And we do get another win, so 3 out of 4 now, and I'll take that all day. Rosario getting a lot of playing time here recently, gets a home run, 2 for 4. McMahon also homered again. He's 2 for 4 in this game. And Montero, a home run. He went 1 for 3. Jansen, a double. Fernandez, 0 for 4. And Danny Jansen, 223. Santander, he's not in the lineup today. Freeland, 5 innings, 4 earned. But the bullpen, 4 innings of scoreless work. Yarborough gets the win. Estevez had 2 walks in an inning. Curtis allowed 2 hits but gets 2 strikeouts. And then Lawrence, another save, 2 strikeouts in that one for him. Now Jack Flaherty, 2 and 4 against Javier Assad. And Flaherty's been very consistent for us. We signed him to like a 4-year deal with his A potential. Only a 79 overall, so we expect him to go up a little bit here. Justin Lawrence on for another save. No outs. We only have a 1-run lead here. Patrick Wisdom, last year's home run derby champion, up to bat. Let's see if Lawrence can get out of this one. And we do not, as we fall here 4-3. We gave up 3 there in the top of the 9th. Got 1 back in the bottom of the inning, but still not enough. Amed Rosario, another game here, starting at the top of the lineup. And I think I actually forgot to put Nolan Jones back in. Yikes, that explains it here. Rogers, Alonso, Tovar, each with home runs. And look at Flaherty, 7 innings, just 1 earned run. Taj Bradley, a scoreless inning out of the bullpen, but Lawrence imploded there, and he gets a blown loss and the blown save. All right, so now all good. Nolan Jones back into the lineup. I think I only simmed a couple there that we missed out on. So another series here with the Giants. We played them in our last episode. I think that we lost that game like 6-2 or something like that. A very good season thus far, although they are coming back down to earth, as I said. Now only 3 games over 500. Marquez on the mound here against Robbie Ray. And we get the win, so a pretty good episode overall, I'd say. Rosario's still in for this one. Nolan Jones back in there. Gets a home run, 1 for 3. He's having a good season. Rogers, 3 for 5. His average over 270. Santander, a couple hits. And Chris Bryant, 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Marquez, 6 innings of good work. Only 1 earned. Yarborough gets a hold, although he gave up 2 earned. Curtis, another scoreless inning. And Lawrence, a save, although the ERA at 5.52. Now Max Fried on against Spencer Howard. And we get a 5-1 victory, so we're stringing together some pretty good wins here. What's that? 5 of our last 7 now. And we will take that. Amed Rosario again in the lineup, 2 for 4. Now batting over 200, a home run for him. Nolan Jones had a home run again in back-to-back games. And Yanquiel Fernandez, 2 home runs as he went 3 for 4. And he's tearing it up since being called back up. Maybe a mistake to keep him off the opening day roster. Pete Alonso, 2 for 4 with a double. And Fried, another deep start, goes 8 innings, just 1 earned. And then Carlos Estevez, a clean inning, 1 strikeout in 1 inning. Now we'll go for the sweep here. And I don't think we've completed any sweeps, but we had one earlier in that 4-game set against Pittsburgh, and then we actually had one against Washington to start the month. So Cal Quantrill, 0-7, still hunting for his first victory. And it looks like he will get it as we win 8-2. Quantrill, his first win. A very good start from him. And we sweep the Giants. And Fernandez, another home run as he goes 1 for 4. And he's batting 400 so far in a limited sample size. Tovar and Santander also home runs. Santander, 2 for 4 with a home run, a triple. Rogers, 3 for 5 with a triple. He's really getting hot now. Tovar, 3 for 4. Great game from him. Quantrill, 7 innings, 2 earned, 7 strikeouts. Estevez, another clean inning, but he did give up 2 hits, but no earned, 2 strikeouts. And Lucas Sims, a scoreless inning of work, which just seems like a huge achievement at this point. And now we will just sim these last 2 games against the Cubs. I like to end on a Sunday so I can do some things within scouting between episodes. So we'll just simulate these last 2 games. Another series here against the Cubs. We went on to split a 4-game series with them just a week ago. And now we have Freeland on against Imanaga. Danny Jansen, 3 for 3 right now. And we actually dropped him to the bottom of the lineup. And it seems like that's kind of energizing him a little bit. And he's just a triple short of the cycle here in the top of the 8th of a tie ball game. We do end up winning 7-6. Let's see if Jansen got the triple. He did not. Went 3 for 5. Jones, another home run. And that's like 3 or 4 in his last 5 games or so. Rogers, 2 doubles. He went 2 for 6. And 13 runs here in an extra innings affair. 13 hits. Nolan Jones also 2 for 5. Jansen had 3 hits. Freeland only lasted 4 2/3, so he's kind of fallen apart in his last few starts. ERA just 100th under 5. Taj Bradley 5 1/3, so he's really been thriving in that long relief role. He gets his second win, 9 strikeouts in 5 1/3, 2.52 ERA now on the season, and another save for Justin Lawrence. So this is going to be the last game we simulate here in this episode. We're 22-31, and we've won 7 of our last 10. So we've actually been putting it together quite well here, as we'll end with another big win, 11-4, and we're going to go out on a 5-game losing streak. We enter the episode on a 5-game losing streak, and now we're going to close on a 5-game winning streak, winning 8 of our last 10. And what a good stretch of baseball put together by our Colorado Rockies. Still 8 games under 500, but very encouraging going forward. As next episode, I think we'll actually open with a little scouting update, and I'll give you a look at what we're looking at for this upcoming draft. We're going to have the 7th overall pick, and then I think the 7th, 44th, 72nd, 81. So 4 picks in the top 81. A lot of room to, make things happen and continue to build this organization in the farm system. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm glad we're kind of moving along here in this Rockies rebuild franchise now in year 2. I'll try and pick up the pace from here on out. I know we're kind of dragging along, but give me some feedback. I would love to hear your comments. Anything you guys have to say, I would really appreciate. I really thrive off that, and it keeps me motivated. It keeps me going making these videos. But as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.